Sports.
Yeah, good afternoon, Hayes. Good afternoon, everyone around the world. South Africa, no changes, deciding to go at the same unit. It unfortunately fell short in the first T20. And then for Pakcha, and some good rolling in the last 2 days.
It's the 8th time in 31 T20, but no, Shahil is going to have a go. Don't worry about that. And this bloke has been in ridiculous form. He's changed. I'm screaming for Verreynne again. I said that in the first game. I just couldn't believe he wasn't playing then. Woodstock, the two umpires standing today. It's gone down straight away. It's gone high in the air. Now, is this a wicket first ball? It should be a wicket first ball. It is a wicket first ball. What a start that is for South Africa.
That's taken me completely by surprise. Yeah, just interesting that was the strategy. Use of the feet straight away. Not quite at the pitch. A drag down once he probably saw him coming, Linda. No adjustment. Rizwan probably got the feeling that he was still in, and it's just taken him one delivery and he's back out at the top of the...
Now that was less frenetic. That was controlled. And that's just been dispatched for 6 runs. What a shot.
How brilliant is this compared to what we saw in the first delivery. As you mentioned, controls, just waits in the crease, slightly over pitch, a little bit of width. Knows that everyone... And then he comes into the side and he bats at 3. Babar Azam goes to the top of the order.
Like he had done in the one-dayers. That's not too far wrong with the length from Hendricks, but easily worked on the...
It's an area he likes to target. He often likes to just use the angle and guard it down in that area.
So tucking him up. Sean, let me just get into the pleasing aspect. Would have been pleasing and disappointing, actually. Pleasing would have been Adrian Mark. A gap there, but only 2 allowed outside the circle, so a couple of balls remaining in it. Cries of catch it. I think it's Markram again. He's got another one to pouch, and he has. Turner 2 for him, Turner 2 for him.
Yeah, brilliant this from South Africa. Exactly what they'd have wanted. Lost the first T20, trying to get their way back into the series, and it's Linda who is leading from the front. He bowled the first over. We talked about how tall he is and how he gets that extra bounce. It can be difficult if it's a good length to hit him away. And that's why the dismissal, the first delivery, doesn't really make sense. They've lost.
But another batsman did the same thing. Out of the blocks quickly, safely home.
Also, what I've liked from South Africa today is
that's work down a third man. Soft hands. Hafiz has got off the mark with a boundary.
Yeah, this is the challenge with when you change the field. There's 2, as we mentioned, allowed out. Where do you put them? And South Africa have gone for square of the wicket, both on the...
Ball.
Going at just over 4, and he's picked up 2 sticks. Oh, that's through. That's an unforced error. Who's that? Peklakoya.
Place it down.
Ball, Georgie.
A flight.
Talking about Linda and how he's looking to maybe get away with a few...
Cries of catch it on the bounce though.
And that's knocked away, and that's a good end to the over. So it's a fantastic spell of 3 overs. The light.
The issue is when you win the toss and you lose a couple of wickets. Edge and 4. Not an ideal way to bring up a boundary, but Babar Azam, we know, is a class X, so this was an aberration.
It's been a good spell from Bjorn Hendricks thus far, but a fortune for Babar Azam. The margin is so small in terms of your decision making for George Linde.
Cut shot into the gap, a little uppish, but will do the job very nicely for Hafiz. Ends the over with a 4 in Pakistan with both his shoes on. That's gone for 4, nicely swept into the gap. That is such a good go-to shot. Pardon me? Got him out in the last game. Hafiz was bamboozled by the one that spun away. So with the infield for 4. Couple of sweep shots have worked perfectly for Pakistan. Another good over from them. After 7, 2 down for 46.
Coming off a good
8 and over, 150, 10 and over is what Pakistan should be looking at. Still early in the piece. Oh, 1. That's good batting. So it's not about only carving boundaries. And I think somebody like a bit of blade involved on that occasion, I think.
It's down to a fight.
And bit of theatre is always welcome. It's different.
A decent enough job.
Flick into the gap for 4. That is beautifully picked up off his pads. Once again, wrong line from a South African bowler. Can't bowl them there, especially if you're bowling to a subcontinent style batsman. Very risky and very good, Hafiz. There's a bit of rhythm building in this partnership of what do you do with a young bowling side when the momentum builds up from the opposition? He's got protection there for that cover drive. Still, that sweep area is the...
That's important thing.
Ball jammer.
Well, being the captain, he can easily red card him. Take them off.
Start of them.
Oh, there's an edge. Stumping chance. Zingers are off. Thankfully, we have you here as a commentator, because otherwise you could have messed it up big time.
That looked out for me. Anyway.
Yeah, it's touch and go.
That looked out for me. Anyway.
Yeah, it's touch and go.